In golf, the gatekeepers have always written the rules. But when Grant Horvat, a YouTube star with 1.38 million fans, earned his shot on the PGA Tour, everything changed. Behind the scenes, the tour's legal machine moved fast to block his cameras and to silence his story. Is this about protecting tradition, or is it something far more controversial? The answer exposes what is at stake for the future of the sport. Grant Horvat's story did not start on television or behind the ropes of a pro tournament. It began on public courses in South Florida, where a teenager with a camera and a dream posted his first swings online. Years later, that same approach would draw over 1.38 million subscribers to his YouTube channel, making him one of the most influential voices in modern golf. Horvat's videos stand out for their raw, first-person style. He brings viewers along for every round, every practice session, and every challenge, often speaking directly to the camera as if to an old friend. His philosophy is simple: let fans see the real game, not a polished highlight reel. This approach is not just about entertainment. Horvat credits his audience for every opportunity he has earned, saying, "The only reason I was in the position to receive an invitation like this is because of YouTube and you all watching the videos." Before the controversies and headlines, Horvat built his credibility on the course. He played for South Fork High and later Palm Beach Atlantic University, competing at a high level while building a digital brand from scratch. Collaborations with tour pros, including a landmark video with world #1 Scottie Scheffler, cemented his reputation as a bridge between traditional golf and a new digital-first audience. Scheffler himself encouraged Horvat to take every chance to bring golf to more people, even as the sport's gatekeepers watched with skepticism. For Horvat, filming the Barracuda was not just a business move. It was a promise to his fans and a test of whether golf's old guard would accept a new kind of storyteller. Barracuda Championship organizers extended a sponsor's exemption to Grant Horvat in early July 2025, a rare invitation meant for rising talents or popular figures who could draw new eyes to the event. For Horvat, this was a chance to bring his audience inside the ropes, documenting every step of a PGA Tour week for over 1 million fans. His team quickly reached out to tournament staff, laying out a plan, a small camera crew, discreet filming outside the ropes, and a promise to release content only after the event wrapped. The request was clear: show the real experience, but respect the broadcast window. Within days, the PGA Tour's legal and media rights departments weighed in. Their answer arrived by July 14th. No filming inside tournament gates, no exceptions, not even for a sponsor's pick. The tour cited long-standing contracts with NBC, CBS, and ESPN+, locking down all video rights during play. Only official broadcast partners or the tour's own crew could capture tournament action. Any attempt to film, they warned, could trigger immediate takedowns or legal action under DMCA guidelines. On July 15th, just 48 hours before the opening round, Horvat posted a statement across his social channels. He thanked the sponsors and fans, but made it clear, without the ability to film, he would withdraw. He said, "The only reason I was in the position to receive an invitation like this is because of YouTube and you all watching the videos, so if I am going to play, we want to film it." That decision, made public before the field was finalized, transformed a personal milestone into a flashpoint over who controls the story of modern golf. The PGA Tour's media rights policy leaves little room for improvisation. Every broadcast, every highlight, and every second of in-play footage is governed by contracts spanning nearly a decade. At the core is exclusivity, a clause that states all media rights in and to tournaments, including rights to all forms of audio, video, and photography, are held exclusively by the PGA Tour. That single sentence locks down not only the live television feed, but every image captured on tournament grounds. No player, sponsor, or guest, no matter how famous, can record or distribute video from inside the ropes without written consent from the tour. The player handbook makes this clear. Participants are banned from filming or streaming any practice or competition round, even with a phone. Devices may be used only in designated areas, and not for live coverage or behind-the-scenes shots during play. This is not just a matter of tradition. The tour's broadcast deals with CBS, NBC, and ESPN+ are valued at over $700 million per year. That figure is not just a headline, it is the financial backbone of the entire tour, funding purses, operations, and sponsor activations. The networks pay for exclusivity, and the tour enforces it with a zero-tolerance policy. Any breach, intentional or not, risks immediate removal from the event, loss of credentials, and the threat of legal action. Even sponsors who help bankroll tournaments are limited to pre-cleared highlight packages and must wait 72 hours after an event to use any official footage. The result is a system where the story of the tournament belongs to the networks and the tour itself, with outside voices kept firmly at arm's length. Penalties for breaking the PGA Tour's media rules are not just theoretical. They have been enforced, and the consequences are real. In 2019, Bryson DeChambeau became the center of controversy when he tried to film behind-the-scenes content at the Barracuda Championship. The tour intervened immediately, ordering him to withhold all footage that included any in-play action. DeChambeau avoided suspension, but the message was clear. Even top-ranked players would face consequences for crossing the line. The crackdown intensified in 2024. A digital content crew arrived at a FedEx Cup event hoping to capture their own footage for a documentary. Security acted within hours, escorting the crew off tournament property and seizing their equipment for review. The tour deleted or withheld all unauthorized video, then issued a public warning. Future violators would lose credentials and face possible legal action. There was no appeal, no second chance, and no public negotiation. The harshest penalty came in 2025, when Wesley Bryan, a veteran pro, was suspended for the rest of the season. Bryan's offense was collaborating on a YouTube video that mixed PGA Tour and Livy golf content, a direct breach of media and cross-league promotion rules. His tour card was revoked for the following year pending appeal. These cases show that the tour's policies are not empty threats. Players, creators, and even sponsors have learned that enforcement is swift, public, and rarely reversed. The rules are written to protect broadcast partners, and the tour has shown it will act to defend them, no matter the fallout. Within hours of Grant Horvat's announcement, golf's online world went viral. The hashtag #LetGrantFilm shot through Twitter and TikTok, gathering tens of thousands of mentions in the first 2 days. On YouTube, reaction videos and commentary from major golf creators pushed the story to the top of trending lists for the sport. Influencers like Rick Shields and Barstool Sports weighed in, amplifying the debate beyond Horvat's own audience. Reddit threads in or golf filled with heated arguments, some defending the PGA's right to protect its contracts, but most younger fans calling the policy outdated and out of touch. Analytics from similar golf channels show that 60 to 75% of viewers are under 40, and this controversy struck a nerve with that demographic. What started as a dispute over media rights now looked like a generational standoff, with digital natives rallying behind Horvat and pushing the PGA Tour into the center of a cultural storm. Inside Grant Horvat's circle, the fallout was immediate and personal. Conversations with sponsors shifted from celebration to uncertainty. The same partners who once championed his digital-first approach now faced questions about their own exposure and return on investment. While no public statements were issued, the tension was real. Horvat's value had always been tied to his ability to bring the games backstage to a new generation, and that door was suddenly closed. His caddy, who had prepped for a rare walk inside the ropes at a PGA Tour event, found his plans upended overnight. There was no payout, no highlight reel, and no chance to share in the spotlight. Behind the scenes, some traditionalists defended the tour's stance, arguing that contracts and fairness matter more than any one creator's ambitions. For them, the rules are the backbone of professional golf, not a barrier. But among Horvat's team and younger fans, the sense of loss was sharper. An opportunity to bridge old and new had slipped away, leaving questions that no policy could answer. Digital voices now shape who gets seen in golf, but old rules still decide who gets heard on its biggest stages. As fans and creators collide with billion-dollar broadcast deals, the fight for access isn't over. The future of the game is being negotiated right now, on and off the course.